y'all. Welcome to the Conversations Lounge podcast. I'm Stephanie, your host, where we have real conversations with real people about real life. And today, I have a conversation. It's going to be about real life, love, pain, motherhood, and the strength it takes to start over. I'm so honored to have Miss Tiara here with me tonight. So with no further ado, Miss Tiara, girl, come on over here to the stage. Welcome, girl.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Let's see.
We get into it.
Yes, into everything. We're gonna get into everything.
Okay.
You gonna put it out there for us?
I'm gonna put it all out there.
Okay. So, we're gonna jump right into it. Okay. We're gonna talk about the early life and the motherhood.
So, I'm Tiara. I feel like my childhood was cut short. I was a mom at 14.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I had my first child at 14 years old. I had my second son by the age of 16 years old. And so I was a 9th grade dropout. And from there, that's my life. I feel like being a mom, it just took over me. So I didn't get to have like the college experience. I didn't go to high school. I didn't get to have any of those experiences. So I just was a mom.
Well, let's take it back to the beginning, like when you became a mother at a young age, and it completely shift direction of your life. So, like, how did you feel as far as like when you found out you was pregnant at a young age?
I was devastated. But I think with my first son, Jalen, I wanted to keep him. Like, my mom, they were so against me having a child. And I was like, girl, I'm about to keep this baby. Like, I'm just going to have to run away with my baby father. And we finna just have to do all the things to figure it out. So y'all was
together?
We were together. And eventually, they accepted the fact that I was pregnant. I didn't have no baby shower, wasn't none of all of those things that everybody have now, but I eventually had my baby, and I just had a whole lot of support from my mom especially, so she was definitely there for
What about your dad? My
dad wasn't there. I think I remember him come to the hospital one time, but he wasn't ever around, so I was raised by a single mom.
So what about your kids?
My baby father, he was there, absolutely. So he was there with our first child, and he was very supportive. I did not have no issues with him whatsoever when I got pregnant. I actually lived with him because at the time, my mom was a struggling single mom. So we was in and out of hotels. One minute we'd have a place to stay, the next we wouldn't. So with that, he had the more stable place to stay. So during my pregnancy, after I had my baby, we just stayed with him for a period of time, and then eventually my mama got a place and I moved back with my mom, so it was like a lot of back and forth.
Do you mind me asking how old are you now? Like,
I'm 35 now.
And so how old was he?
We were the same age. So he's 35, I'm 35. But his birthday is in April, I'm in September, so we were the same age.
Oh, you just had a birthday not too long ago?
Yeah, I just had a birthday.
Okay, you what, Virgo?
I'm a Virgo.
Oh, okay. I got a few Virgos myself.
Yes.
So basically transitioning from, because, at 14, having a baby, of course you had to grow up fast.
Absolutely.
And did it make you like more mature or?
No,
You were still kitty?
I was still kitty. I was like, Mom, please, because when I had Jalen, 10 months later, I was having another child. So my children are 10 months apart. They're back to back. So I didn't get to experience like anything. If it wasn't for my mom, I don't know where I would be, honestly, because she was just my main support system. But I was for sure still kitty. Like, girl, these your kids. I'm just here.
So it was basically like you had the kids. You had to watch your mom raise your kids.
I was in the household with her, but practically, yes. For like the nurturing piece, I did not have that. Like, I'm like, Mom, please come get these kids. Like, girl, I don't have it in me to take care of them like that. And so she stepped in for a lot of helping me raise them and be with them and teach them how to become who they are today. So I have to give a lot of credit to my mom, because if it wasn't for her, I don't know what I would have did with 2 kids.
Did you ever blame yourself, or did you feel judged?
Absolutely. That was a part of me dropping out of high school. I felt so judged.
Why, you was embarrassed?
I was very embarrassed, for sure. I was very embarrassed. At that time, wasn't nobody getting pregnant, not that I seen. So the school I was in was very traditional. girls going to college, they just living life. I'm pregnant. So that was a big part of me dropping out of high school. And my mom, she tried. We was living in Charlotte, North Carolina at the time.
Oh, so you're not from here?
I'm from High Point, North Carolina.
Okay.
So my mom moved us to Charlotte around my 7th grade year. So that's when I ended up getting pregnant and having my babies there. Mm-hmm. But she tried to put me in this like pregnant school for pregnant girls. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, girl, I can't. I'm not about to go to school with them.
So she didn't. So did you ever go back to school? Or?
I went back to school in my adulthood. Like, so I am in college now. But no, not when I was around that time, no.
So basically, like, how did your world, so basically your world just shifted all over. So, but you were saying that your mom took really your responsibility until like what age did you kind of like grow up?
I didn't grow up until my mid-20s. Really? I always had my kids with me though. My kids always been in the home with me, but the maturity era didn't come until mid-20s, like maybe 25, 26 years old. I started to really feel like, okay, it's time for me to grow up. I need to get in a stable place for my children. They need to be able to see a mom that models a great woman to them. And that's when I was like, I need to change the trajectory of my life.
So how are your kids now? How many you have?
I have 2 children now. Girl, they get on my nerves. My son is 18. My oldest is 19. So my son is actually in prison. My oldest son. So he went to prison at 14.
At 14?
Yeah. I lost my son to prison at 14 years old.
What happened? I mean,
So he ended up getting, I don't mind sharing, I've shared this a lot. So he ended up getting into a gang at the time. We lived in Greensboro, North Carolina, and he became gang affiliated. And one day I just got a call and they started reading me out all these charges, girl. Like they started reading me out all of these charges. And my heart dropped. Like when she was reading me the charges were so heavy. Like an attempted murder.
That's not my child.
I was like, there's no way. She was like, yeah. I said, well, he's in the room. And she said, he's there? I said, yeah, because for the charges that you're reading me, why he not locked up? I didn't understand. And she was like, yeah, like he is definitely, wanted for these crimes. And I was like, And so maybe like a day or 2 later, they picked him up and he haven't been back home since.
Have he went to trial? Have you guys signed?
So he went to trial. So he left July of 21. I think the case ended up going for some months. I think we end up settling maybe early in 2022. And he ended up getting a 5-year sentence, he got a 7-year plea, 5-year sentence. So he doing 5 years. And he come home December of 2026.
Okay, so you got 1 more year in the countdown.
Yeah.
So how is it like dealing with that as far as with him being in prison? That's your first, It
was hard. So when Jalen left to go to prison, I didn't understand how much Cameron was dealing with a lot too, because I paid a lot more attention to Jalen when he was home because he got into the most trouble. Cameron never got into no trouble. So I always put the attention on Jalen because he was giving me the most trouble. I was getting the most phone calls from work with him in school. He just could not get it together. And so losing him, girl, I lost a big part of me. That's when I really felt like a real big sense of depression because not only was I losing a son, I was losing him at a very young age. I had him at 14. So here I am trying to break the curses, the generational curse off of my children not having to go through what I went through, and here go the curse again showing back up.
Right. It's just shocking that he's 14 and they, usually go to juvenile or something.
Nope, he did go to juvenile for a moment, but his charges were so severe, they tried him as an adult. And when they tried him as an adult, he ended up getting adult time. So I had to end up spending a lot of money for a lawyer up front. Like I had to sell my home.
I feel you, girl.
I sold my home. And then after I lost Jalen, I ended up losing Cameron.
Oh, he's locked up too?
No, I ended up losing Cameron while he was home with me. I didn't know that he needed so much attention. And he came to me, he was like, Mom, he told me straight up, he was like, you always rewarded me and Jalen for the same thing. Like, Jalen got in trouble, but I got rewarded for the same. He always got what I got when I got in trouble, or he was always giving the things that I was giving. And so he just told me like he didn't feel seen by me. And he started acting out. So I was losing him in a sense of dag. Like, I'm thinking I got this good child. He don't give me no trouble. And then he just.
But he's looking at it like my brother get in trouble. He, you know what I'm saying? We still getting the same thing. He's not getting punishment. So let me get my mom attention.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes.
Ooh,
so, I mean, with you going through all of that, you still end up, finding love somewhere?
So, fast forward. I dated for a minute. So I dated for a minute, and then I am currently going through a divorce right now. So really? I meet the guy that I'm going through a divorce with. Not even necessarily meet him. So we've been on each other for 18 years. So we just kind of end up, my god brother passed away. We end up getting together off of that. And so we came together. I moved him in very fast.
Oh.
And
you fall in love quickly or something?
I do. I don't know.
You're a Virgo too,
I'm
right?
a Virgo.
Okay.
So I fall in love. I will say I'm not afraid to open up my heart. So at the time I was a serial dater. So I was like, well, nothing is coming out of what I got going on. And he just came in and wooed me. It's like he came in and gave me all that I needed, except for the money. But but he came in and did all the things, and so I fell in love with that. But I realized, dag, I moved him in very quickly.
Oh, you moved him in?
I moved him in with
He didn't have a place?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Girl, he ain't have no place. He ain't have no place. He ain't have no place. But he came and moved in with us, and now here it is. Me and my son go from us being together, him not feeling seen still, and then now I have this man coming into our life, and so now your attention got to go over here.
Right.
So it just kind of spiraled out from there. He was not having it. He wasn't feeling the relationship.
So basically you fell in love with a man that you knew already for about 18 years. How long was y'all dating before you got married?
Girl, we went on one date. We went on one date. Wait, we went on one date before we got together. And so we got together at the end of 2022. He moved in at the end of 2022. He proposed to me around May of 2023, and we got married March 1st of 2024. That's how quick it was.
And that's you just couldn't take it no more.
I couldn't take it no more. Yeah.
I mean, what was the breaking point?
The breaking point was knowing that as long as I stood in his way, I didn't feel like he would ever become the man that he really truly could possibly become. I was very codependent. So I felt like if I give him more of this and that, I felt like he could, if he flourished, I would feel good.
Right.
And that's not how it worked. And so I felt over time, I kept trying to do it. Okay, if he needed a job, I would go look for a job. If he needed the money, I would give the money. If he needed all the things, I would provide. So hopefully this would get to him. Yeah, he would catch on and get to where he got to go. And none of that worked.
It never happened.
And so over time, I would just pray to God. And I'm like, God, what is it? You said, he who finds a man find a good thing. And you say he would have favor. And this is me talking to God. So why don't my husband got favor? What's going on?
Missing?
And I just felt like, God, this went viral. I did a video and I was like, I feel like I was in my husband's way, and it just went very viral. But I was really speaking to the fact of, I do feel like as long as I was in his way, and I feel like God was like, as long as you're in your way, he would never be able to get anywhere, because you're trying to play God in his life. And I need to be able to do some things in him that needed for him to get to where he's trying to go. And so
you felt like you was blocking
absolutely
everything. Is it better? You had to heal in many ways as a mother, wife, a woman finding herself again. So that's the process. Is that what you're doing now, or?
Absolutely. I feel like healing is, I don't feel like you will ever reach a whole place. I feel like we all are going to heal
differently
in different ways. So yes, that's where I am today. I am for sure healing. I feel like with my marriage, I feel like it mirrored parts of me that still needed to be worked through. And so that has helped me. I feel like that's where I can find purpose in my marriage, where it has helped me have to face who I am and the things that I still needed to heal from. As a mother, absolutely. Like, I'm still healing from that. I've learned a lot in motherhood. So, like, I've gotten better. I got boundaries with my kids. I will say that's the best thing that I could have ever implemented. Yes.
What did you do? I mean,
I learned to not give them so much. I got boys. I feel like with boys growing into men, you can't enable them.
Ooh, child.
You can't enable your kids.
Too late for me.
Yeah, like, you can't enable them. And I feel like what you give is what you're going to get back. And we see it all the time with a lot of men today in their 30s and their 40s and their 50s. We see how they move in the world. They were enabled, either spoiled, given too much. And that's something I do not want to do for my kids. So I know how to say no. I know how to say not right now. My son, he had to learn a lot being in prison. Like, oh, my mama gonna be there when I call, or I can have an attitude and I'll call back. And it's like, no, you can't. I'll talk to you in a week. Like, now you don't call me for a week. Or, so I just try to implement things that I know that they'll learn from eventually. And so that has helped me, because no, we're not doing that. Like,
it's like you like all alone, and
I am.
Do you be feeling lost at
Oh, girl, I'm going through a lost moment now. I'm an empty nester, so it's just me. My kids are grown. I'm going through a divorce. So absolutely. I was just crying today earlier, bawling out tears, because I feel so stuck. Like, I'm doing all the things. Like, I work a great job. I'm in school to be a mental health therapist. So I'm living in my dream, or what I want to do, but I don't feel fulfilled, or I don't feel as happy.
So what is it that you feel like that you're missing? I mean,
I don't know.
That's where you lost it.
Yeah.
You lost the sauce right there.
I feel like, so with that, I feel like I need to get to a point. This is practicing gratitude, just being grateful for where I am.
Right.
Because I'm always chasing more. I always want more of something. So I become the mental health therapist. Is that going to be enough for you? Or I get the man that may love me or do all the things. Is that going to be enough for you? So I'm always chasing more of something. I want to get to a point in my life where I no longer chase more. I be okay with where I am.
What made you choose mental health? Is it because of the things that you went through in life?
Absolutely. So years ago, I ended up sharing my story. I ended up selling a brand called Diamond in the Rough. And a lot of women gravitated towards me. And that's how I kind of grew a following from there. And so I know that there are people that are 14, 15, them young girls that look up to me. They need my story and they need something from me. So I know that I have something to give, and I feel like it would be super selfish for me to hold back on that. So I feel like it's my duty, it's my purpose to go and give back to the young girls, especially.
Yeah, because it's good to let young girls know it's okay if you have a baby at a young age. It's not the end of the world. You can still finish school. Because I myself was a pregnant teen. So,
okay.
Yeah, I know. But I did the same thing. I got pregnant at 14. So, and as far as your situation with your son, I'm not going to really go into too much details with my son. I have a son as well that got into some trouble. And I can't talk too much about it because we're still going through the process. Okay. But it's amazing to me because I felt like I was kind of like an outcast, like you said. But I didn't never feel ashamed, I would say, because I had good family support. But I can say that I look back at life and I question myself, where did I go wrong? Especially with my son, because when you say you give him everything, come from a good home, like, baby, why would you do that?
Yeah.
So I question myself, but we also got to look at, like you said, your son was saying that he didn't get enough attention or things like that. And my kids and I, we went through a lot. So their father went to prison. So that could be a problem, I feel like, with my son as far as the reason why he might have acted like that when he was a teenager, because he had an issue. He didn't like the police,
Absolutely.
So I have to keep reminding myself that regardless how you try to be the best parent, it's no handbook.
It's not
And we
their
both started at a young age and didn't know what we was doing. And thank God for my parents. Like, I always commend them how they was there for me and showed me the support, and they didn't treat me no different.
Absolutely.
And it's, and just going through things like, I've been divorced before. So, our story is similar.
Yes.
That's why it's just shocking when I'm like, when you telling me this and you talking about your son and the charges and all of that, I'm going through the same thing.
How do you feel?
I'm better with it.
Okay.
Now, the anxiety, girl, it's off the chain. Listen.
You worry.
It be like, if my phone ring after 10 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? Look, let me tell you, my son to the police on a high-speed chase.
See.
And, they got the stuff goes on, like when they, on Facebook. And it's like, you on Facebook and you strolling and you see your child vehicle going down the highway and people making these comments, and it was just, that night, it was crazy because, that's when the police was just shooting for no reason.
Yeah.
So I just thank God that he covered my son. And I know a lot of people be like, you always make an excuse for your child.
They love to say that.
Yeah, but listen, I'm the one who carried my baby, and I don't care what nobody say. Like, you got your own opinion, and you can say whatever everybody always say, I wouldn't put up with this, or I wouldn't do that, or you crazy, or I let him sit in jail. Look, I don't care what nobody say, because I don't want to sit in jail.
Absolutely.
Right? And if I can get my child out,
then you're going to do it.
I'm going to get him out.
I spent $20,000 on my son, a lawyer up front.
Girl,
I sold my house to have it. And that's just for the lawyer. So I went through a lot of things, so I can relate to that. Of course, my emotion standpoint is far gone now because he come home next year. But in the beginning, that anxiety, I felt that. Like, tears, I cried those. Like, it be a lot. And like you said, a lot of people don't know. They'll judge it. I was judged. People.
Oh, I already know. A lot of people judge me.
Yes, they would judge you because
like,
they don't understand.
Yeah.
And you don't know what, and I always say this to parents, you don't know what your children are going to go through. Like, look how I turned out.
Right.
And I always look at me and I say, my son may have went to prison, but look at me today. I dropped out of high school. I was a teen mom. Like, I done did all the things.
Life. And then you never know, like, you just can't judge a person or know what they're going through. You don't know. Like I said, I don't know what my son went through. I don't know what was going through his mind. I don't know what happened. I know my son, as far as my son, when he's at home with me, when he's around me, when he's around his daughter, I feel like he's a great dad. I feel like he's a great brother, uncle, a great son. Like, my son is good, but they get out here and they get in the streets.
And they do whatever.
Whatever. But you could say, I mean, people talked about me. A lot of people wanted, like, they was happy when my son got up. Even family. Like, family is the worst. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like you. If I have to give my all, we're going to come together and my son going to come home. They had my son on $1 million bond.
They had my son on a $500,000 bond.
My son done had some. The thing is, he haven't been, you know what, I'm not going to even speak it. My baby ain't going to prison. We're going to fight this. We're going to trial.
Hello.
So my thing is, like, I try not to think about it as much because we've been going through it for a long time. But I'm just praying to God and everything just work out, and he get himself together. Everything is better now. And I have other kids as well that I go through things, but nothing as serious as that. And now that you saying that your other son feels some type of way, and I feel like that too, because it's like you give one child more attention, and then they always be like, you got favorites.
You got favoritism. I will say this, when it come down to Jalen really quick, I prayed, like, that anxiety, when I asked God for peace when it came down to my son, I didn't get to decide what that peace looked like. And my son was in the streets heavy. Like, he was out in the streets. I didn't know if I was going to get a call that my baby is killed or that he killed somebody. I just didn't know. And I was prepared. But I was prepared because I asked God, I'm like, God, whatever your will is for his life. And as I look back now, the peace that God was giving me was that I got to take him away from you for a minute. And if that means losing him for 5 years, 6 years, or 7 years, you need to get some rest. And I wasn't resting. Like when my son left the house, I didn't know what I was going to get. My home was shot into twice behind my son. That's why I ended up selling my home in Greensboro, because my home was shot into twice. I didn't get no rest. But when God took him away, he said, this is now your time to rest and have peace. So I think sometimes in life, especially when we praying to God, we pray to God for the good outcomes. Like, we don't want our kids to go or be away. Sometimes God knows what's best for them.
I know.
If taking them away for that moment to save their life for a lifetime, God, I'm for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. We're gonna hurry up before we get ready to play our game. But when you were saying about, I never experienced no shooting or nothing like that. As far as my son getting shot, and that night that the doctors came out and they was giving up on him, like basically calling the pastor in, like, you know, calling the family. And when I gave it to God, and I was like, God, I'm putting it in your hands. It's everything that's changed, and I felt like that he's doing better now.
And I love that.
Yeah,
So
thank God.
parents, if y'all out there, I would say this, listen, like, put your children in the hands of God. And I know that's like very hard when your children are out there doing something that's like hurtful. I get a lot of women in my inbox whose children are in jail for going to jail for murder at 14 or under these high bonds, and they like, well, what can I do? And I say, you know, just rest in it. So I'll say, like, just rest and know, like, give it to God. That's it.
So we about to play a game. It's kind of like taboo. So you're gonna stick your hand in the cup.
Okay.
Well, there ain't nothing in it. We got to get the.
Oh, okay.
It's in there.
So is it in there yet?
There's some in here.
Okay. So you're gonna put your hand in the cup, and when you pull it out, it's gonna tell you the words that you can't say, and you gotta, you know, I gotta figure out what the word
Act it
is.
out. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh, but they don't worry.
So I can speak, but I just can't say the words.
Right. It should be some words down there, I think, at the bottom that you can't say.
Down on my luck. Woo. It just don't beat no more.
Heartbroken.
You
Heartbroken. Broke. No money.
No,
Gambling.
you right. It was heartbreak. So I guess I'll give you
okay.
it's heartbreak.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I ain't gotta
heartbreak.
take no shot. Okay.
Okay.
That was a good one. That was quick.
I was trying to describe it. I ain't good with, the things. Okay.
That was a good one. So yeah, you can do another
let
one.
me see. Ooh, I see this one. Let me see what this giving.
I don't want to take no shot tonight. I'm
Ooh.
gonna sip me some wine though.
Child.
What?
They be hating, girl. You know them ones that come around and just be hating. Can't stand to see you do good. Just hating. Don't like your post. Just hating.
No, it's,
Do not disturb.
sleeping in.
I gotta
Mental break. Sleeping in.
do not disturb. Child. Not today. Not today. Not
Ignore.
not today. Not today.
Ignoring.
Do not disturb. Not today.
Stress. I don't know. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take a shot. I don't know. What is it?
Ignoring calls.
Oh.
Is that the same? Could that win?
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
you
but
gotta
I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay. We'll take it because I'm gonna try to get all of yours because I can't take no shots.
I thought you get.
Oh, okay.
How many you do?
I did 3.
Oh, okay. You did 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh Lord, I'm about to get them all wrong.
What in the world? I don't know.
That's how I was feeling. How do I?
I don't know. Woo. Being pregnant at a young age.
Teen mom.
Um,
Depressing.
Embarrassed.
Anxiety. Embarrassed.
What they do on a runway? They
Walk it out.
okay. You got one word, but you're a teen mom and you embarrassed. You shy away. You don't want them to
Walk. I don't want them to shy, embarrassed.
You shy away from showing your belly. You I don't know. I'm trying to think.
And it's walk.
Walk of.
Walk of shame.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. This the last one. Something you do with your man.
Have sex.
Before that, you might dress up.
Be intimate.
What you do? You put on your heels.
I don't do shit with no man.
Where when you was married? What did you do?
God, not a damn thing.
Okay,
That's why I ain't
you
married nobody.
might the maid. You might be the maid tonight. You might be a hooker or something. I
know
don't
what you're talking about. Act it out. Like
yeah. You almost
dress up.
you playing
like a costume or
girl take the shot.
Oh my God! Look at me! I didn't even drink it. So I gotta drink a little bit.
Yeah, let's drink a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and drink this with you.
What was
But you was close. It was role play.
Oh, so I don't be doing shit like
you
that.
ain't do no role play. You ain't dress up in no maid outfit.
Not for no man. Ain't got no money, girl.
Oh, they gotta have money for you
Yeah,
to do that. But you
absolutely.
married a man.
Absolutely.
But you married a man though. It was something.
I know. I shouldn't have did it.
Oh, okay. But look, let's talk about like moving on.
Okay.
Cause that's a whole different part of healing.
Yes.
So of course we was discussing, I guess your moving on was moving out, going back to school. What else you got going on? Like
So right now I'm just in school. I have moved out. And I'm just trying to find myself. I don't know exactly what I want to jump back into on an entrepreneur level. I feel like there's so many things that I want to do, but I'm so busy. Like I work 2 jobs. I'm in school. So I really don't be having the time. So as much time I want to give to something right now, I just really don't have the time.
so you're not dating? The little something.
I don't want to get sued like Brene Girl.
Look, you ain't saying no names. I'm just saying, is you dating, like casually dating?
I do
Is it
feel
more
like-
than one or what?
No, so I don't like dating multiple people. I will say that.
Okay.
So I will not say that it's more than one. But I feel like, because I was asking myself this, I was like, is it wrong for me to want to move on now? And I don't feel like it's wrong for me to want to move on now, especially because I feel abandoned in the marriage for all year. So I feel like I've taken time to like go through that part of it where it's just been me. Like I've been there to fend for myself, to take care of myself emotionally, financially. And so when you have gone through that, because before you walk out of a marriage, you probably are already done.
Right.
And so I do feel like it's time for me to,
Get out there
and move
to get her
on.
groove back or something?
Absolutely. But I am mindful because I never wanted to look like I'm trying to get over him with someone else. So I'm going to take my time with it.
So y'all don't communicate at all?
No.
Right? So as far as like what you going to with your job that you're doing now, is that what you're going to be doing in mental health? Is that anything else totally opposite?
Girl, no. So when I become a mental health therapist, I do want my own private practice. So that's the goal for when I become a mental health therapist.
I don't know why I was thinking you was a hairstylist or something. You look like
Girl,
a hairstylist.
No, I can't do nobody hair. So please don't come to me. Go to John. Thank you.
So as far as once your son come home and all of that good stuff, is he coming back with you or?
So I do believe he would have to come back with me for maybe like a year. I still want to give them a year or two. I always tell him and his brother that I feel like they can get out and do something together. As far as living together, start businesses together. So I'm hoping that they will like come together and make it happen. But I do know that he would have to come home with me to get on his feet and start over. And I have anxiety about that.
You do?
Girl, because I don't like people staying with me and then ain't working. And I don't know how I'm going to feel.
But that's your baby.
I
You
know,
just
girl, but
saying that,
I still feel like that with them. Even with my 18-year-old, I be like, it's time for you to work. Like, it's time for you to get out and do something. And so... And
so is your mom them or their other grandparents, are they supportive?
Girl, my mom thinks she their mama.
Oh, okay.
So she overly supportive. Like my mom... She treats them. My mama have always been like a big enabler. And I know you probably watching this, but she always been a big enabler, and that's all she knows. So all she knows is to love on them. So it's almost like she their grandma, but she had to be mama to them too. So she's definitely involved.
And they boys, because that's how my mom is with my boys. I swear.
They
she
can't
like,
do
did
no.
you get them? Did they eat? I'm like, did who eat? I got more than one. See, I have more. You only have 2, right?
I got 2.
I have 7.
7 kids?
Yes.
Girl, you look good. First of all, give it up to my girl because she look good.
Thank
period.
you. Yes, 7. I have
2.
grandkids, girl.
Ooh.
Yes, I got 4. Well, 5. I have 5.
But you look amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank
and
you.
when I rolled up, I was like, I need to know what you do. Please give me some tips on how to be
hard work.
successful.
Listen, it's hard work, but it pays off. Hard work, it pays off.
You're doing good.
Thank you. But your story is very powerful because it's real. It's still unfolding. What message would you give the young women that's watching? I mean, I know you done told your story before. And me talking to you, I feel like that I do the same thing. It's easy for me to give other people advice, but it's hard for me to listen to myself.
Yeah.
And even though I know what to do or I know what to tell people to do that I feel like is the right thing, but when it comes down to me doing it, it's hard. And I can see that with you, like you saying you give advice, but
I take it my own.
Right. So what advice would you give so when you can go back home and look at this video and listen to it yourself, you know?
What advice I would give the young girls, especially in your early 20s? I would say, stay at home with your mama if you can. Don't leave the house yet, okay? I would definitely say stay at home with your mom if you can. Don't rush to get out here and be so in the limelight. I know that social media encourage all the young kids to want this skyrise apartment or want to drive this new car.
Nia J, you listening? That's my daughter.
Want to do all the things, and those things are cute, but it will catch up with you later on in life, because when you can't keep up with those things, because you will fall on hard times, we all do. It's not always picture perfect. You're going to realize, like, dang, what my mama was telling me or whoever is helping raise you, they were actually right. So if I could tell somebody something, I would say stay down until you come up. Like, don't be so quick to rush out in the world. Don't be so quick to get married. Don't be giving your man all this money. Just do all the things that you want to do. Go dream, go live your life. But don't be so quick to be influenced by what you're seeing online, on TikTok, on Instagram. I see that's something that a lot of the young girls like to do nowadays. They like to live this facade that we see on social media, and it's not always real. So save your money. Stay at home if you can. Listen to your mama, because that's probably your parents. Listen to your parents. Don't be giving them a hard time, and just stay down. It's okay. Like, it's okay if you don't got the skyrise. It's okay if you don't drive the X6 BMW. It is okay for that right now. I don't expect that you being in your 20s or your teens that you will have that right now. It's okay for you not to have nothing but trying to figure it out. So that's the encouragement I would give the girls.
Yeah, because it's a lot of the internet.
Girl,
but you know, what I always tell my girls, like, I tell them to speak it into existence. So I'm going to kind of say, I don't discourage them for wanting things, but all I tell them is, I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm like, go get it, but remain humble.
Remain humble.
That's it. Go get it, remain humble, because everybody don't want a certain type of lifestyle. And if you want it and that's you, do it. But don't do it because you see other people doing it. Do it because it's in you and that's what you want. So I basically tell my daughters, I say my daughters because it's different with raising daughters and sons or whatever. My boys more laid back, but with my daughters, I tell them, whatever you want in life, to go get it, regardless of what anybody think or what anybody say, and just remain humble and just thank God. Like I don't try to shatter them, like shut them down and say, well, no, don't get this and don't get that. And then I do tell them, when you want something, you gotta work hard for it keep it. You know what I'm saying? So, go get it though. Go get it, but just remain humble.
I agree with that 100%. Be humble.
Yes, be humble, because God can, the same way you got it, can take it away. And don't, and if other people, don't judge other people,
That be a girl's girl, because girls are mean.
Yes, mean girl.
Yeah, mean girl.
That bullying, like my daughter went through that. Yeah. One of my daughters went through that with that bullying. Yeah. It started like in middle school. But let's get on with what is one thing that divorce took from you?
Girl, all my damn money. Nah, I'm just playing.
What is it that it took?
I don't feel like it's taking nothing from me. I think that I can honestly say, all jokes aside, that I learned my lesson within this. So I don't, as much as I joke and play and laugh, I really wish him all the best. And I want to see him do well in life, even if he's not in my path, because we may not even cross paths anymore, right? But I always want to see him do good. But it has taught me a lot about me and what I need to work on and what I need to work through. And that's just not ignoring the red flags when they're waving right in my face, to not be a codependent.
You was at the circus. You thought you was at the circus?
Baby, I was at the circus. They was waving. So I would say, like, it has taught me a lot about not ignoring things that I see in the beginning and just taking my time. Heal. Get to a place of healing where you are able to see things a lot more clearer than what your vision looked like when you are not as healed. And so I would say, like, going through this, that's what I'm learning. I'm learning a lot about that now. So
basically, what it gave back to you was you learning yourself, learning what not to do.
Absolutely. It gave me back strength. It gave me back all the things that I didn't have then. I think I was lost in my marriage, just trying to. I always find strength in building, going back to we so good for other people, but we be nothing to ourselves, and that's where I'm good at.
I wonder, is that because we was parents at a young age?
Absolutely, yes.
Girl, I feel the same way. I'm like, I always be trying to make everybody else happy.
Everybody else happy. That's why
we can't do it. And I think I don't know. I think
that's what it is.
That gotta be because
it's trauma.
Yes, because it's like I just want to make everybody else happy. And everybody else is happy. That's just like on Christmas Day, you sitting around just
and
sitting and looking at the kids.
Happy. Yes.
You look at the kids open their gifts and stuff, and you just, and that's me all the time.
Somebody just asked me, they was like, what do you want for Christmas? I said, I don't know, because I buy myself whatever I want. I think for me, it's just like you. We sit around and just see what everybody else has. That's why I can really feel happy with other people. Like when I see you, I'm like, I admire that. I'm inspired by that. And I can always say like, girl, like this made me happy. Like I'm happy to see somebody else win.
That's good, because I always do that. And I don't understand why do we do that? Well, I don't. But why do so many women get upset when other women, when you can just join the team, when you can learn? Like I want to be in a room with women or anybody that can teach me something.
Absolutely.
Because I always everything go back to my kids. If I can learn something, know how to make this money that's going to benefit my kids and my grandkids, that's all that matters. And right now, my focus is my grandkids, because my kids are like, I got 2 younger kids, but my other kids are older. So my focus right now is my grandkids and my 2 younger kids. And I'm doing this for them. And
a lot of people don't see that. They just see like, oh, she got this or she got that. Never knowing like what it takes to actually have this.
And it takes a lot.
But never knowing that whatever I have, I'm willing to teach you on getting into. I'm going to make a million mistakes. But baby, if I can stop you from making the mistakes that I've made, I am willing to do that, because I'm willing to see you go further than me, because I'm blessed.
Right. And that's what I said. I don't want to, I'm just playing the cards that I was dealt. I can't help it.
And I don't think
just
y'all
play
want the
it well.
cards that we was dealt.
Look, I just play it well. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So I just play the cards that I'm dealt. And some people might be like, oh, you think that you ain't have no hard life or silver spoon. Like, look, I don't want my kids to get out of the mud. I'm sorry. I don't want them to struggle. I don't want them to get it out of the mud. It is what it is. And whatever I got to do, I'm going to do it.
I agree.
So I just feel like that I wish more people would just look at life that way. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge. You don't know what the other person is going through.
And you don't want what somebody else has. Like, you don't know.
Because everything ain't for everybody. Like, what I do, you might not want to do. And
you might not want my car. It's a $700 car payment. You know what I'm saying?
And look, what I go through, you might not trust me. You cannot. I
you
can't
don't
go
want
through
my
what
kids.
Right, exactly.
You would have never, like how our stories are with our children going through the system. Like, you may not be able to have handled that storm. So all our storms are different. And, you know, just stay in your own lane. And be happy for people. That's what I tell people.
Yeah, that's right. I love when people do that. So I just want to thank you for being open and honest with us tonight, Tiara. Sharing your story and just, you know, putting it out there and just speaking it. Because I know it's kind of hard, like, going back.
Yeah.
Speaking on the past, trauma, all the stuff that you went through. You have shown us no matter what you go through, motherhood, divorce, loss, and all of that, it's still possible to live life and be, you know, get over all of that. And I really appreciate you coming. And that's what the Conversation Lounge is all about. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight to the Conversation Lounge podcast. See you in 2 weeks.
Thank y'all. Thank you.